Welcome to Living in Charlottesville. I'm Pam. I'm going to tell you right now, I am not selling you on anything. I still don't work for the Chamber of Commerce. And yes, today we are doing something slightly ridiculous. I present to you the 12 best suburbs of Christmas, holiday style. Now again, a little parody, a little education, and a whole lot of fluff, my specialty. Let's jump right into it. And no, I am not going to sing this because you would click off immediately. And I want you to get the information. So on the first day of moving, Charlottesville gave to me Crozet with the Blue Ridge views, so dreamy. Now you can already see where we're going here. Look, Crozet hits my list every year. You get the Blue Ridge views that look fake, walkable neighborhoods like Old Trail. There are tons of new construction, phenomenal sought-after schools. It's the Western school feed for Albemarle County, and honestly, a real small town vibe, but still only 20 minutes away from Charlottesville. Now, who is this best for? You're looking at families, commuters, people who want community and want the mountains. It is not great for people who are wanting big acreage right in town, because again, Crozet has exploded with growth in the past many years, and it's mostly small HOA neighborhoods with very small lots. So there you go. That was the first day of moving to Charlottesville. On the second day of moving, Charlottesville gave to me 2 leafy lanes and Ivy luxury. Ivy is where people go when they want privacy, larger wooded lots, great proximity to UVA in town, and honestly, extremely sought after schools. Again, Albemarle County feed, but I'm looking at you, Meriwether Lewis. So keep that in mind. You'll find neighborhoods like Meriwether Hills, Spring Hill, Owensfield, Ragged Mountain Farm, and let me tell you, all at very much higher price points. Here's your reality check. This is not a budget suburb. This is going to be the premium, and it can feel pretty premium. Many homes do not come up active very often. So when they do come up, even if they are in an original 1950s or 60s or 70s condition, they still go for upwards of $1 million. And that might be before you even have to put in $100,000 worth of renovation. So again, on move number 2 would be Ivy, Virginia. On day number 3 of moving to Charlottesville, gave me 3-acre lots in Earlysville County. Do you see why I don't sing? Okay, let's just go ahead and put that to thunder. Earlysville is always a hot topic and a hot question mark check. It's great if you want privacy, 2 to 10-acre lots, no HOA life. There's no newer construction. The feeling is rural while you're only 15 to 20 minutes from Whole Foods. It's where people escape when they're leaving Northern Virginia and want that quiet without giving up the convenience. Now here's the downside. You're going to be driving to everything, and resale is the norm. There are no new constructions unless it is a custom build or unless you want to do a custom build. Very, very little new infrastructure is being put in place, And as far as I know, there's really not a whole lot on the projected horizon for that area either. Day 4, where are we going? On the 4th day of moving to Charlottesville, Charlottesville gave to me 4 big box stores up in Hollymead. Up 29 North, you're going to find Hollymead Town Center. You're going to find the area filled with places like Target, Starbucks, restaurants, PetSmart, the airport, large established neighborhoods such as Forest Lakes, Hollymeads, and a ton of newer townhome communities. Community amenities are everywhere. And actually, this is one I've done lots of videos on, so go check out my other videos. Forest Lakes, Abington Place are really, really popular with relocation. But here's the reality check. It's suburb. So if you're looking for that rural charm, this is not going to be the area for you. But it is easy, convenient, and community oriented. Absolutely. Check, check, and check. On the 5th day of moving to Charlottesville gave to me 5 river views. Sorry, had to do the dramatic stretch there. Scottsville charm and peace. If you want affordability, historic homes, country roads, a slower pace, and proximity to the James River, Scottsville is going to be on your list. Now, here's my cautions for you. You need to be ready for that 25 to 35 minute drive into Charlottesville for most people. You need to be aware about internet can still be spotty in some pockets. We always need to make sure that we check that before we put a contract on your new home. All right, so if you are still with me and feel like you want to know more, shoot me a text or an email. Let's connect and put a bow on your new home. All right, we are moving on after the dramatic stretch of Scottsville. On the 6th day of moving, Charlottesville gave to me 6 horses grazing out in Keswick. Keswick is stunning. Horse farms, wineries, long winding driveways, rolling countryside, the infamous Keswick Hall Resort with the yummy Marigold restaurant. Homes range here from updated cottages to multi-million-dollar estates. That's where you're going to find estates that can go up to the double-digit million-dollar estate area. It is not going to be ideal for those who need a quick in and out if you just want to run and grab some milk. So who would Keswick not be ideal for? Well, commuters who need quick in and out. Keswick has very limited areas that go in and out, not a lot of cut through and back roads, and most of the main roads are going to be 2-lane. So you're going to be at the mercy of not only your timetable, but of others, whether it's a school bus, a tractor, or emergency vehicle. All of those could affect your drive time. It is not going to be ideal for people who honestly don't want to concentrate and spend money on maintenance. These areas are larger properties that take a lot more time and money to take care of them. Well, on the 7th day of moving, Charlottesville gave to me 7 new constructions at Zines Crossroads. Why is it exploding? There's quick access to I-64. There is new construction galore. Spring Creek has golf. It's gated. It has huge amount of amenities. Louisa in general has lower taxes, and honestly, they're experiencing some significant commercial growth. Also, it's a really nice area if you would like easy access to both Charlottesville and Richmond, as it sort of sits right outside of Charlottesville, and getting to Richmond is an easy, 30 to 45 minutes on the other side of Louisa. But it is more right now a commercial corridor than it is historic Virginia charm, if that makes sense. But again, if we're looking at budget, Louisa is going to give you a lot of varieties and give you a lot of options, and can offer you new construction at an affordable price. On the 8th day of moving, Charlottesville gave to me 8 lakefront lots at Lake Monticello. Lake Monticello is honestly, it's almost like its own world. It is a massive gated community. It has beaches. There are, I think, 5 different beaches spread all around the community. There's a massive spring-fed lake. Actually, they have 2. They also have a pond, Tufton Fishing Pond. But they have golf. They have an 18-hole golf course and a beautiful newer pool. Lots and lots of amenities, very similar to Spring Creek or up at Forest Lakes on 29 North. So those are going to be the big amenity communities. Again, very active HOA. You're going to have restaurants nearby. You're going to have it be a short hop up to Zines Crossroads or into Charlottesville. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Some parts of Lake Monticello can feel really dated, and some of the homes are really dated. Some of the roads are rougher. The HOA is active. Do you get me? Do you see where I'm coming here for you? The HOA is active. Now, whether that is good or bad, honestly, is going to be depending on you. But I don't want there to be any surprises, because again, that is not what I do here. I want to make sure you have the facts. I do have several videos on Lake Monticello. Please feel free to go check them out. I've had a ton of thrilled clients move there in 2025. So again, always very high on my 12 suburbs of Christmas. On the 9th day of moving, Charlottesville gave to me 9 vines a-growing down in North Garden Country. Okay, that was a push. Anyways, this area is honestly really perfect if you want rural, but fairly close. If you want rolling hills, if you want wineries, access to wineries, and some of the prettiest drives in Albemarle County, honestly. There are so many hidden farmhouses and estates you would never even know about. Now, here are the cons. The stores are going to be fewer and much farther between, and you're not going to have a selection. You're not going to have a massive selection. You have enough to keep you happy and to keep you from coming into Charlottesville. But in general, there's going to be a lot fewer stores. The schools are going to require a drive. So just be a heads up on that. And especially if you decide to enroll your children in one of the private schools, those are really going to predominantly all be in the Charlottesville area. And honestly, there are certain pockets of that area. North Garden can be of real value, but it can also have some hidden pockets that are very, very pricey. On the 10th day of moving, Charlottesville gave to me 10 minutes northward, straight to Ruckersville. Greene counties is where Ruckersville is. Ruckersville, Sandersville are both part of Greene County, so they're pretty interchangeable. They're definitely different sections, and Sandersville is the downtown area. Greene County's biggest selling points are going to be lower price points, although they had year over year one of the biggest jumps in price points that we have seen in our area in the 7 different counties. They have really quick access to NGIC, DOD, DIA, Rivanna Station, which is a baby military base. Not a big full-on, there's no commissary, there's no residential, nothing like that. There's a lot of contractors that work out of it, but it is considered a military base called Rivanna Station. Big box stores are nearby. So for Ruckersville, you would actually just pop over into Albemarle and you would be right there with Hollymead Town Station. Also, Ruckersville offers the convenience of much newer neighborhoods, like brand new homes built, homes being built, homes to be built, all the way to much older, charming homes with much larger lots. So it gives a really, really good variety. It is great for first-time home buyers and people who have been priced out elsewhere in our communities. It's actually where my husband and I purchased our very, very first home. And I love the area. My best friend still lives there. I have lots of clients who live up in the area, who have moved into the area from other parts of the area. So it has a lot going for it. Now, there are some downsides. You're going to have to deal with 29 traffic. And that is one of the corridors that honestly screams in the morning, everybody's coming into Charlottesville. And in the afternoon, everybody's going out to Greene County. And there are little to no areas that honestly you would consider having walkability. I'm not talking within a neighborhood. When I say walkability, I'm talking about being able to walk to get groceries, being able to walk to entertainment, being able to walk to employment. That's what I'm talking about. Neighborhoods, great, perfect, fine. You've got people running, you've got people walking, kids playing and riding bikes, people walking their dogs. It is a really lovely area. And bonus, you are nestled right into the foothills. So you can have a really good chance of, if you don't have a mountain view from your home, you're definitely going to be enjoying mountain views going to and from your home. On the 11th day of moving, Charlottesville gave to me 11 mountains crossing. And I'm talking to you, Waynesboro. Okay? So if you've not heard of it, Waynesboro is going to be over the mountain from the Charlottesville Albemarle area. But it's not like a treacherous, I don't know, Colorado, New York mountain kind of thing. It's not like that. Our mountains are very, very old, so they're very, very gentle and rolling. So it's not a bad drive. It's a 2-lane. It's 64. It's very, very nice. But it's going to be about 25 minutes over Afton Mountain. But here's all the stuff you're going to get. You're going to get more affordability. You're going to get beautiful, unmatched mountain views. The restaurants are improving. Actually, one of my favorite places is a Cuban restaurant in Waynesboro, Virginia. And every time I'm over there, whether it's showing clients' houses, selling clients' houses, whatever it is, I always stop. Taste of Cuba. Make sure you stop by there. They have their own Target. They have their own Walmart. Costco is rumored to be coming soon over into the Augusta area. So it really doesn't depend on timing. But you have a Costco here in Charlottesville. And then you also actually have a Costco a little bit farther into the Harrisonburg area. It has a strong commuter appeal. I know a ton of people who have either lived in Waynesboro and come over into Charlottesville, UVA, over to the schools to work in the schools, teachers, because again, that affordability is much better over the mountain. Now, the one thing again want to point out is to get there, you will be going over the mountain. So if you're not comfortable with that, or you don't want to deal with that, and during winter, it cannot be fun. It's pretty mundane for those of us who live here. Not a big deal. The bigger problem is when there's fog on the mountain, because then you just really, it's one of those you can't see your hand in front of your face kind of issues. So Waynesboro, what could be our 12th day of moving? I don't know. Let's find out. Well, on the 12th day of moving, Charlottesville gave to me 12 artsy venues in historic Stanton. Yes, Stanton is just right beyond Waynesboro. And honestly, they go hand in hand. Very different communities, very different vibes. Stanton has earned this spot because it is gorgeous, it is affordable, it is filled with historic neighborhoods, has a really cute downtown area. It is amazing for retirees, artists, creatives, hybrid workers. It is still very commutable to Charlottesville, depending on your tolerance. But what it is not a Charlottesville suburbia. Stanton, has its own identity, and some people love that. Some don't. But again, this is why you want to reach out to me. Call, email, shoot me a text. Because again, it may look good or sound good on a video, but we need to make sure that it's the right fit for you and your lifestyle. All right, you ready for the grand finale? And there you have it. And so the list goes. 12 artsy venues, 11 mountain crossings, 10 minutes northwards, 9 vines are growing, 8 lakefront lots, 7 new constructions, 6 horses grazing, 5 river views, 4 big box stores, 3 acre lots, 2 lefty lanes, and Crozet with the Blue Ridge views so dreamy. Big finish. Okay, that was ridiculous and fun. I love doing something like this around the holidays, but seriously, if these areas are the places that people ask me about every single week when they're searching for homes around the Charlottesville area. If you're trying to figure out where you belong on this list, call me. I can save you months of guesswork just by talking with you about what you actually need and what you see your lifestyle as happening. If you're going to be working at the university, or if you're going to be working at NJIC, all of those have different ramifications. Check out my free relocation guide. Just scan this QR code and download it. It's very simple. It's free. Not going to cost you anything, unlike probably everything else you're doing. So if you're recovering from too much eggnog, or you are done with writing this year's family letter, do some death scrolling on it. It's a great resource. It's sort of like being inside my brain. I have grown up here. I'm a local realtor, and I would love to talk with you if Charlottesville is going to be perfect for your next adventure. I would love your thumbs up if you enjoyed any of this video. I know it was very silly and tongue-in-cheek, but I do really like to do something like this. I have a ton of other videos on this channel, and I would encourage you to check them out. I do deep dives actually in all of these communities that made my list today. I do cost of living, I talk about lifestyle, I talk about it all. Because again, if you are, whether you're living here already, or whether you are coming in from out of state or out of the country, spend some time on my free relocation guide. It will answer so many questions, and it'll really sort of give you an overview as to where things are. So until the next video, I really appreciate your time. Thank you for spending time and watching today. And I hope you have an amazing holiday season. And I look forward to seeing you next year.